guys, my name's Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old and welcome new. Alexa, what's the time please?
The time is 3:32 p.m.
So guys, it's Bank Holiday Monday and I've managed to do nothing. Get nothing accomplished. I've been pissed off by someone on Facebook dating. I didn't want my day to turn out like this, but this is what happens. There's some evil person hell-bent on making my life a misery, probably because I've upset them in some shape or form in the past. So they've got to hound me day and night, 24 hours a day, just to make myself unhappy. I know it is the anniversary of my marriage on the 9th of May. So Alexa, what's the date today? Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Monday the 2nd of May.
It's Monday the 2nd of May. I was married on the 9th of May 1987, and every month leading up to my anniversary it is made miserable. So May the 9th, 1987, I was married. In 2008, I got divorced. In the January of 2008, the divorce papers came through. So I've been divorced a hell of a long time, and I don't like remembering what happened. I don't want to remember what happened. I personally have moved on from what was a toxic marriage. I've moved on from it. I don't go around stressing on it. I don't even think about it anymore. It went wrong, move on. If you keep things on your shoulder and keep holding grudges, you're going to kill yourself, basically. You'll just tie yourself in knots and ruin your own life. Right, so I've got that out of the way. May the 9th is the anniversary of my marriage. I don't know how many years since 1987, 1997, 2007, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It'd be probably a 35th anniversary had I stayed married. But I left after 18 years of marriage. So don't I get reminded about it every May the 9th? With everything dated May the 9th. Expiry date, May the 9th. What's the expiry date on there? The 9th of May. No, the 18th of October 2022. And I've drunk it anyway. But May the 9th. Try not to remember it. Anyway, so let's go back to this lovely day that I've had, right? Kids screaming, on and off banging on the ceiling, the usual. People trying to annoy me and making me want to get cross. I don't get cross. I'm going to have a shower in about half an hour. A shower. Right. So, I had my lunch, which was, I just ate the chicken pie. Didn't feel like eating anything else. Then around just after 2 o'clock, I decided to take Max for a walk. Now the sun's come out, and when the sun comes out, more people come out. So like it's crowded, packed everywhere. So outside my window, a black car drew up, like his girlfriend's got. A black car with a silver stripe downside and on the back. And a coloured man got out, very nice man, jolly coloured man with his wife and his family, holding his baby in a papoose on the front with his white socks dangling out. I used to carry my kids in a baby carrier by my boobs when I was in my 20s. I carried all 3 of my kids in a baby carrier at the front. So that is right outside my bedroom window. A very jolly, dark-skinned family getting out of the car and delivering leaflets to the flats. And in my box number 5, Healing to the Nations, Festival of Miracles. So let's see what this is. The Life of Christ in You, Pastor Chris. I had a message from a Chris this morning, so Pastor Chris is on here. I can't prove it, I've got a message from a Chris. Right, Healing Streams TV, Global Miracle Faith Seminar, Healing to the Nations, Pell Street, London, Christ Embassy Healing School. In London, Canada, Texas, Randsburg, Lagos. That's what was in my box. So I went round the back of the flat and I walked past Concrete Wharf, past a man that looks like a younger version of my dad, balding at the back, grey hair, like mine down here, but grey mixed with black down here. And he was smoking a cigarette. He had jeans on and a lumberjacket like I've got. David called it a lumberjacket. Jacket jumper. I look like a lumberjacket. Past him, and he took out the fag out of his mouth and put the butt out on the wall. And he bent over and put the butt out, and I walked past him with Max. Walked past the co-op. A girl in her 20s went, as I was walking past. Walked onto the field, 2 or 3 couples walking around the field laughing, showing their white teeth laughing, because I'm on my own, so there was all couples walking around the field. Just carried on walking as usual, walked around the field, came back home. The guy with the lumberjack jacket went into Costa Coffee for a coffee, so he brought out a coffee and a co-op bag. And where he lives, there's a house with a 1-year-old's birthday balloons everywhere. Pastel balloons celebrating Lydiana's first birthday, right near his flat. He's in top of a block of flats, so in one of the houses near his block of flats, it's Lydiana's first birthday, and all balloons everywhere near him. So, because that small guy that came up to me with the bald head said he was going to take me for a coffee, but he never did. So I feel shit. Every time I see someone going for a coffee, I feel miserable and upset. Also, walking down the road with the family with the really grey, beautiful coloured bulldog, bluey grey. That was tied in the co-op last Sunday after that man gave me his phone number. There was a blue bulldog tied inside the co-op, and that belongs to a family, and they were walking past my flat this afternoon with the blue bulldog. So I kept calm, cool and collected. I smelt weed before I went out. Weed had wafted down through the windows, so I had a real big waft of weed go up my nose, and it started to make me feel upset, and I got a headache. It makes me feel ill. It's not the medicinal cannabis, it's the cannabis they smoke out of fags, roaches, whatever you call it, and it went right up my nose, and it upset Max as well. He started to bark and get upset. I was talking to people on Facebook dating, and they told me if they're smoking weed over kids, I should report it to social services, or I should get the council involved. But everybody smokes drugs round here. It's a common occurrence, and they smoke it over children and old people. When I went to the co-op this morning, the guy with the dyed blonde greeny hair with a ponytail in his head who works in the co-op was outside the co-op blowing vape pipe smoke all over people. You can't, it's a common occurrence. And as I well know, as a kid, when you report things, no one does anything. You get some bogus worker covering it up and not doing anything. Or they move him out and they leave me stuck in here and put someone worse above my head. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's better the devil you know than moving something else up there that could be 10 times worse. So I put up with it. Came back in the flat with an enormous thumping headache. Max's eyes were streaming and stinging, so I wiped his eyes with a bit of cotton wool and water. Doesn't do anything for me. Beforehand, somebody asked me what job I did, and I know exactly what they meant. After this drugs wafted in my face. Somebody's just a sick pervert. It's not my fault, is it? It's not been a great bank holiday Monday. I could have gone out, but I haven't got an extensive amount of money to spend. I think my mum's lost my phone number because she hasn't phoned for 3 days, and when normally she rings me every day and leaves a message. I've not heard from her in 3 days. I haven't seen any members of my family whatsoever for near enough a month. And all I've got, I'm stuck indoors with this. When I go and sit out and do a video on the balcony, which was done this morning. And who wants to hear that when I'm sat outside and I get... I don't want that all over my video. It sounds awful, it ruins them. I know somebody wants them to know about them, so they think being rude and disgusting is going to get them attention, but I'd rather not have that on my videos, thank you. Some idiot making a fool of themselves. Right guys, so I'm going to have a shower, right? I'm going to try and relax and cool off, but cannabis does nothing for me. It makes me feel ill. It gives me and Max a throbbing headache. It makes his eyes sting. It makes my eyes sting. And anybody that's smoking cannabis over children is absolutely disgusting. It's vile. If it does that to a dog, what does it do to children? And you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's all that's happened. No phone calls, just stupid people on Facebook dating telling me they've got Ferraris and they're going out. Yeah, well, you know, I've been told people do that because they've got sad, pathetic lives, and if they invent rubbish, it makes them feel better about themselves. That's what somebody told me. They said somebody said to me, probably they've got a rusty old wheelbarrow and they're stuck indoors with no toilet, something like that, and they've got to make up things to make themselves feel good about themselves. Right guys, so Crystal, am still single, but I am still actively looking, and I will make do with my own company this evening. If somebody that comes up to you and asks you for a coffee and they don't follow through with what they say, what a waste of my time. Thank you so much.